Alright, we're live. Hello. Hello, friends. Welcome on in. Lovely to see you again on another little cheeky Wednesday stream. Hope everyone's doing well. Hope you're enjoying your Wednesday. It's a little later start than usual. I have done my chores. I have cleaned up the utility room, dusted. I have mowed the lawn. It is now time for some Elden Ring. And today is going to be a bit more casual even than the usual Elden Ring streams. Jessica Albinauric needs her weapon. We are going to be farming Albinaurics for their bows. I have a couple of other, little tasks to tick off the list. For a couple of other equipment things that I want to get. So we're just going to hop right into it and treat this very casual. I'm so far running the Cerulean Amber Medallion simply because I just get an extra FP bonus for it, and everything else here is not necessarily something that's going to assist with my build. Having this for some extra runes is nice, but we're level 131, so at this stage, runes start to become kind of something we get from bosses and something that is harder for us to straight up farm. Dan, thank you for the 49 months. Hello, Lord Pixelriffs. That's Jessica Albinauric to you, Dan. So we're going to go to a couple of quick boss fights. I've done a little bit of gathering between streams, mainly because I wanted to go and get some Ghost Gloveworts so we could fully upgrade our Spirit Ashes for Latenna to +10. So Latenna is now as advanced as she can get. Let me tell you, getting the upgrade materials for Spirit Ashes is actually quite hard when you haven't done Rani's quest, because so many of the later ones are either in the Ainsel River section that isn't the one that you get to from here, it's the one that you get to from Rani's quest, or they're in other late game areas related to either Rani or Fia. I was able to get a couple from Mogwin Palace, but a lot of them are in the upper area of the Shifra River area and Nokron, and I haven't been to Nokron, and I'm not going to Nokron, so it's kind of strange. But if we'd done Deep-Root Depths, obviously we could get there from underneath the castle doing the Frenzied Flame stuff, or we could get there by following Fia's quest, but you have to get there from the Ancestral Woods, which means you have to fight Radahn. I've not fought Radahn, and I don't want to fight Radahn. That said, we probably could, because I have Rain of Arrows as my Ash of War on the longbow now, so potentially we could kill Radahn with that. I just don't really want to do the fight. So, instead, I went around to, obscure catacombs and stuff. We went to Windham Catacombs, we went to the Gelmir Hero's Grave, which is one of those dungeons with the chariots and the lava and stuff. And so I went and did those. We obviously cleaned up at Volcano Manor last time, so there might be a couple of other spots we could go around there, but really, I think we are mostly done with that. I want to go back to Erdtree Gazing Hill, and we're going to fight the Demi-Human Queen in the Lux Ruins, which should be a pretty easy fight. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Lux Ruins is this little section here, but to get to the boss, you need to go up the side of the cliff here, do a little horsey double jump, and land up there, which is always kind of awkward to do, and I rarely bother getting this boss. Unless I'm doing an all bosses run or something like that, but specifically it's up there, and I'm like, how are you really supposed to get up there? I'm sure there's another way that you can get up there. If you sort of horse parkour over the cliffs like this, then it's a little bit easier, but still kind of feels a little tricky to get to. I mean, there's a section here that you go up, so that's probably it. Looks like you missed a stream. Yeah, we streamed yesterday. But we are now at the point where we can farm the Albinauric Bow in the Consecrated Snowfield. I just need to be able to kill the Albinaurics with any kind of accuracy, I guess, with any kind of strategy whatsoever. String. I believe the Demi-Human Queen we're supposed to fight is down here in the cellar. So I'm going to switch to the bow. We don't really have the opportunity to use Rain of Arrows for this, but here we go. This is Gilika. And we're just going to take a few poison shots. And then she's going to throw the stick at us, because of course. fight is a little different than I remember. But I mostly remember Gilika actually using the staff, so I'm not sure what has changed. But something has. Maybe it's the poison. Either way, she's dead now. And that gets us access to this room. It's kind of an unceremonious fight. And that gets us the Ritual Sword Talisman, which is a talisman that allows you to do more damage when your HP is at maximum. So I like that as a concept. I think it gets you a plus 10 damage increase, and as an archer, you're supposed to stay relatively free of damage, if possible. So we're going to do our best to avoid taking too much damage. Also this. That's a thing. Shield crash. Not that I have a shield, or not that I want to crash, but there we go. Oh, the other thing I did, I went to Seethwater River, and right near this grace there is a Scarab that gives you the Barrage Ash of War, which is for bows, but I don't know if you can actually put it on a longbow. I think it's meant to be for short bows, but maybe we'll end up using that if it's possible, because that you can deal multiple shots very quickly for a fairly minimal increase in a decrease rather in damage, but the goal there is to build up statuses in a shorter period of time, and it's also a cool way to shoot a little faster, especially if you don't have much of an opening to get your shots in. I've also noticed that my flasks are currently +6, so we're going to go and get a couple of Sacred Tears. We've done the Demi-Human Queen fight. We now also need to go do the Edgar the Revenger fight. So I went and did Castle Morn in between streams. And if you missed that, go and watch Jimmy, Ollie, and Lizzie on either Ollie or Jimmy's VODs. Fight Castle Morn, because it's more entertaining than it would have been with this build, let me tell you. But I had a lot of fun watching their VOD. They all did very well. Ollie was doing a great job of pretending he didn't know what was going on in Elden Ring. Oh, and now we're about to get invaded by Eleonora because Yura is dead, and we've been to Mountaintops of the Giants. What is that dog doing? Hello? Yeah, I have no idea how I'm going to do in PvP against a Twin Blade wielder as an archer, but, you know, we'll give it our best. The blood loss is a problem. And she seems to have Grail's Roar, which is, I don't know, a surprise? This combo is the difficult one. It's like her own little waterfowl dance. And of course she heals, but invaders only get to heal once, so that's okay. Oh, okay, fair. We traded, I'm fine with it. I could just leave. That is an option for me here. Try drinking again, I dare you. Ow. It still does a lot of damage. Nope. Nope. I don't think we'll actually end up fighting Moog, but the fact that we get the Purifying Crystal tier from this fight is a fun coincidence. With the DLC coming out tomorrow and everything. There we go. We got the Pole Blade, just in case we want to specialize in that. Either way, I'll also grab some of the Blood Roses from around here, because they're good for bleed arrows, and we might need bleed arrows for, I don't know, something. Alright, we have them, we have those, we have these, and we can leave. Now we've got the Sacred Tear as well. We can also go to the Stormcaller Church, and I think for that we should probably start here. Yeah, Jimmy was doing pretty well in Elden Ring. Lizzie was their astrologer, so she was doing a lot of ranged spell casting, which was also going pretty well for her. But honestly, I tuned in, and Jimmy and Ollie's characters were like both bright green and bright blue, and it was like the Power Rangers had met a wizard. That was the vibe I was getting from their chosen costumes. What's the progress on the bow? So right now, I am getting hold of a couple of other items that will make it slightly more fun for me getting the bow. Mainly a couple of flask upgrades. I can get this grace while I'm here. And I want to get the Spinning Strikes Ash of War from Edgar the Revenger's halberd. So we need to go and kill him, which is going to be another NPC invasion for me to do with a bow, which is fun. But there's also some like golden seeds and stuff out here that we could get. So we can always run over here and get this. As long as we're okay avoiding being catapulted at. Yep. And then hop off the rock. Switch to the sword just in case we need to hit anybody, and we'll go to Stormcaller Church as well. Don't think you've seen that, Ashes? Yeah, it's a spinning strike, which for whatever reason you can only get from Edgar's weapon, but you can remove it from that weapon and put it on a different one. So we could add it to the Naginata, or we could add it to any of the other like pole arms that I might have. I don't have many, but we'll see what we can do. Gonna try and avoid being attacked by Landsacks or the Black Knife Assassin, so we'll just go this way through the graveyard. We got all these rolly sheep to contend with as well. The most aggro goats in the entire game. We'll get a few extra runes just in case they make up the difference between a level and not a level. We'll avoid that guy. I am but a fellow horseman. Leave me be. And we get lightning great bolts and one of those. And now we can go to literally any grace. I think we'll probably head to Liurnia and do the Edgar the Revenger thing from here. Alright. Flasks are now +8. We've obviously got all of the churches in mountaintops available to us now. I think I've done most, if not all, of the others. We've definitely done Third Church of Marika. We've done the 3 on Weeping Peninsula. We've done Bellum Church. I don't think there's one up on this plateau, because that's the church that has all of the Starlight Shards in it. We've done the 2 on Altus. And then there's like one in the Frozen Lake part over here. and one on the way up to Fire Giant. So that's at least, like... Where are we at with the flasks? +8. So that's at least +10. Trying to think where the other ones are. Oh, Church of the Plague. We haven't been to the one in Caelid. So that would be +11. I'm not sure where the last one is that I'm not remembering. Hello, Cracked Cape. My day was good. I got a lot done, actually. Had a pretty productive afternoon. Cleaned out our utility room, did a bunch of dusting and vacuuming, and I mowed the back garden. So feeling quite happy about getting all that done. Now I've got to fight Edgar. Nope. Absolutely not. This is the attack. That sweeping, spinning attack is apparently really good at both deflecting arrows, although he's not going to show us that here, and dealing AoE damage to anything that's, like, actively trying to attack you. And so that's what somebody on the wiki recommended using to attack the Albinauric archers who are going to drop this bow. So we have a +8 Banished Knight's Halberd now. And another Shabriri Grape that I will not be handing in, because we're not doing the Frenzied Flame stuff. Of course, now I get my... additional damage back. Do we need to go and do the Erdtree Avatar here? Probably not. Probably not. There's not too many other bits and pieces I want to do. That should be that. And now, where else do we need to go? Oh, yeah. I want to go and get all of the smithing stone bells that allow us to buy the smithing stones from the round table hold. And so the issue with that... Excuse me, I'm just going to open this chest. Thank you kindly. And I'll get whatever's back here as well. Yeah, the issue with that is that one of them is in Farum, Azula, so we don't have access to that yet. But then if we come through here and we do Rhea Lucaria Crystal Tunnel... The sealed tunnel apparently has it in, like, a chest somewhere in a side room. And then I think the other one is either in mountaintops or it's somewhere in the upcoming area later in the game. We can buy everything up to Smithing Stone 6. And then the 7s and 8s are only going to end up applying to the Albinauric Bow anyway. That is honestly just raw dex at this point. I do not have a fully upgraded katana here, and that katana is probably not going to do a great deal of damage to these guys, so... There are obviously a few more smithing stones we could grab from here if I still needed them, but the idea is that we just go through and get the item that allows us to buy them anyway. And then at that point, it's all just about runes. Ow. I think it's this way. The lights around here say fog wall to me, so I'm just going to have to be chased by this man for a minute. Farewell! Is he coming down after me? Is he going to make the jump? Nope. Get another somber smithing stone. Anyone else having trouble with opening bedrock? Oh, sorry to hear that. I have not tried bedrock lately, obviously. One more heavy. There we go. Alright, this should be a little easier after the poise break. So we'll switch to bow. The Crystalians, while they're maneuverable, also stand still quite a lot and don't really dodge at all, so fighting them with a bow is not the biggest deal. You just got to make sure you get that poise break first. I also have a Tron identity disc embedded in me now, which is fun. So that's bell number 1. From here we can warp to Outer Wall Phantom Tree and go to Sealed Tunnel from there. That'd be PC Bedrock. I would assume it was PC Bedrock. Let's move on down. Oh, this way, yeah. I don't do this cave very often, because most of the time I have all of the smithing stones and whatnot that I would need, but this playthrough has required me to upgrade a couple of additional weapons because we don't get the bow until way later, and also I need a decent weapon in order to even farm the bow, or have the opportunity to. I don't know if we're going to get the bow on this stream. There are 4 Albinauric archers we can fight. The drop rate is apparently 4% at 100% discovery, so with 27 arcane we have 127 discovery, so it's probably like a 5% drop chance. So in theory we should get it within like 20 archers, but you know, that's obviously a chance, not like a guarantee, right? Need to make sure I'm two-handing my sword if I want to use unsheath. Okey-doke. So yeah, apparently the smithing stone bell bearing is behind a wall in here somewhere. And it's like in a chest at that point. So I might look out for player messages, because I don't know exactly where the thing is. It's going to be one of those situations where I'm rolling into most of the walls, just in case. Oh, it's this. Okay, so the wall it was talking about was that first wall. Okay, great. In that case, we can leave. There's some other stuff you can do in here, but I don't really want to do it. So let's get that. We need to actually exit the area. And then where's the last one? Zamor Ruins, of course. Yeah. So that's mountaintops. That's up here. Bow playthrough. Yeah, I mean, we've been doing pretty well so far. It's not a bow-only playthrough. We are using the, basically starter samurai equipment. So I've still got the longbow. I've not really used the shield at all, so I don't know why I'm still equipping that. But I just got the blue silvermail skirt the other day from farming the Albinauric archers. We have the longbow upgraded to plus 14 and a plus 5 Uchigatana, and we are aiming to get the Albinauric bow, which is when we'll be upgrading it to like the full plus 25. I'm pretty sure it's a regular weapon, not a somber weapon, so... Some more ruins. It's in the cellar over here, I believe. So we need to be, like, a little sneaky just to make sure we don't end up... aggroing too many of these friends. Look, I'm pretty sure we can just get in the bushes here. Stealth our way over. I think maybe you can also, ride Torrent over the cliffs here and drop down. So maybe I'll do that instead. There's a bird. There's always a bird. Unfortunately for this bird, I'm an archer. And I need more feathers. Mikkela's been here. That cellar is the one we're going to, so we can just drop on down here. Stealth our way in. Aha! Excellent. So now we can turn all of these in at the round table hold. Corrin is still here. We haven't talked to him long enough to say he's leaving yet. Thanks. Okay, so now we have access to buying smithing stones that we don't have, which is great. And honestly, once we get to needing to upgrade plus smithing stone 6s, I'll be doing boss fights and other stuff anyway, so. And then if we do Godskin Duo at that point, if I'm not fully upgraded, then we can buy the 7s and 8s. And Farum Azula will get us the final nail in the coffin. So, here's one option. Is we upgrade Edgar's halberd, which already has spinning strikes on it. Performs continuous spinning attack, holds to continue the attack. Nullifies projectiles such as arrows while spinning. That's the trick, right? Obviously, it's like primarily a strength weapon, and it's already +8, so it's already doing more damage, theoretically, than the Uchigatana is. I kind of want to see how it ends up working on the cross Naginata, but does involve farming a little bit of cash so that we can get the upgrades done. No, Cracked Cape, we didn't get the Albinauric Bow yet. I didn't end up farming it off camera because I wanted to do it on stream and I knew that I'd have a time to do an extra stream today. So this is basically the Albinauric Bow farming stream. I'm just going to grab a little bit more cash here with one of these, and I think I might even have a gold pickled foulfoot, so we can use that. Farum Azula is like, yeah, it does sound very bippity-boppity-boo, I agree. Put it together, and what have you got? The Dragon Lord Placidus Axe fight. Why there are always ghosts flying around? That is the nature of this game, and how they like to include other players' experiences in a single-player experience. Yes, I have the gold Scarab Talisman, I just equipped it. So these birds are now giving me 17k runes a pop, because we have the extra bonus of the foulfoot. Which isn't going to last very long. I think they last maybe like 90 seconds or something, but it'll be enough to get us enough cash to upgrade a couple of weapons here. At least to the point of the Smithing Stone 6s, which I think is like maybe plus 18 at that stage. It now takes me about this amount of runes to level up, so we'll see how we do. Alright, bud.
Well, I took you no matter. It's lay out your arms then.
So, Ashes of War, if I take it off this, do I receive Spinning Strikes, or do I have to duplicate it? I think I'll duplicate it anyway, because I have a Lost Ashes of War, and I don't know quite how that system works. But what I want to do is put Spinning Strikes on the... Oh, okay, it says remove it and apply it to Cross Naginata. No, but I think we'll just do this. And if I do Quality, it levels more with Strength than with Dex, but I sort of don't want that. So let's not do that part. Unless, yeah, it kind of removes the Dex scaling a little bit. So let's upgrade this. The Cross Naginata has a really big reach, which is one of the reasons I think it's going to be really good for doing this. But now we just need to buy all of the smithing stones. And I'll buy a handful of these because we'll need them for the Albinauric Bow anyway. Like, kind of inevitably, we'll be coming back here at some stage. There we go. Found Emerald Ore, but no Silk Touch yet. Take the coordinates.
Back already, no matter.
Alright, so now you can see I have the Grafted Blade Greatswords. Because we did Castle Morn. Insufficient runes. Wow, okay, we got all the way to the bottom of my wallet there. But yeah, we have a few more of these that we can add, and that should be enough to take us over the line. Alright, the Naginata is as strong as it's going to get for this playthrough. Which is actually pretty strong. And now it's time to see how effectively we can farm the Albinauric Archers with this. Obviously, we need a little bit more FP, ideally. Which we could add with Cerulean Amber Medallion, especially because I don't think I'm going to survive an encounter with these archers and the wolves. Okay, cool. So that doesn't work quite as effectively as I'd hoped. It's not just to hold it and spin to win. What's my favorite type of weapon in this game? It's difficult to say. Like, my favorite weapon in the entire game is the Spiked Cestus, because I've really been enjoying the Barefist Steve build I did with that weapon, but I don't know if that's necessarily my favorite category of weapons. I really like using the katanas. I think those are a super fun weapon to have. Moonveil was one of my first favorite weapons. This is at least doing a decent amount of damage to this enemy, so... But then the wolves are so ridiculously tough. Maybe we take out the wolves first. What's the point of Naginata again? I mean, it's just a spear weapon, and I like the fact that it's sort of samurai-themed, almost. And it has this spinning strikes ability, which is supposed to be pretty good at both dealing with ranged enemies, because it deflects arrows, and dealing with attackers because it does a decent amount of damage, I guess. Honestly, the weapon is pretty powerful for this stage in the game with the upgrades we've given it. The Albinauric archers are just like next level in terms of the damage they can do. I just need to get used to spear moveset now. Okay, cool. Wrong way. All those arrows, yeah. So yeah, we take out the wolves first. Get ourselves in an area where the archers can't deal too much damage. Okay, cool. We have that done. Seriously, it's like 4 arrows and I'm dead. We know we can one-shot the grey wolves, but the white wolves are on, like, some tougher stuff, right? Mostly just don't want to get caught out. The other problem is that they're all on cliffs. See, I think this is what you're supposed to be doing, right? And then, of course, the problem is I have to stop doing the attack at some stage because I ran out of stamina. Your Elden Ring playthroughs will make me buy the game. It looks so much fun. It is fun when you don't have to do stuff like this. But I'm learning. See, I'm still trying to pick up the strats for farming these enemies. I think mainly they chose to... They suggested this attack because it was going to be able to deflect the arrows. Oh, okay, you get a follow-up R2 there that's actually really good at taking out that guy. The thing I need to know about is when to disengage spinning strikes that I'm not going to get hit. Okay, that wolf is a paper cut away from death. And I will not be able to deliver the paper cut because they'll just shoot me first. Unbelievable. Anyway, we're here now. We're in it for the long haul. What do I usually have in my mug? It's always tea. I don't drink coffee when I'm working. Coffee is alright for social occasions, but if I'm working, I end up getting too jittery from coffee for some reason. Tea calms me down, coffee amps me up. They don't let you have a second to think. That's the problem. Gotta constantly be doing something. And the cliffside is such an advantageous spot for them being an archer. Like, I can't really get down there to do any damage, and they're shooting me on the way down. I have one other spot I might consider trying to get the bow from. I'm getting shot by like 3 of them at once in this position. Because there's one over there. I just need to find the right opening here. Okay, so it stops eventually, that attack. That's the problem. Okay, no items from her. Can't even reach this one. Okay, and now we come here, we do the spinning strike attack, and I don't even have my Naginata equipped, so... Okay, so that's pretty effective at taking care of them. Once you get in close. Having the wolves around is a wild card, so we deal with the wolves first. There's also this one over here who's riding a wolf already. Who I don't think we can take out because of the other wolf being there. Spear and shield is a good combo. You can block and attack. That's an option. Could give that a try. It does mean unequipping the longbow for the first time in a while. But if we do this, we might be able to make it. I'm out of stamina. At least we're not in it for the runes at this point. Ran out of Yorkshire tea? Oh no! Happens to me occasionally too. Minecraft tactics for the win? Apparently not in this case. This is the idea, right? Is that you can block and attack at the same time. I personally favor this approach where you can I guess you can do that, but yeah, you're getting... Eventually, the shield gets broken. And not broken in the sense that it's gone, but it, like, stuns you out of using the shield. Alright, now I hop down here. Use Torrent to get back on the cliff. Go for this other one. Blood clot from you. I think I need to start with a rain of arrows on this one just so I can get her off the cliff in the first place. Because her being up here is kind of annoying. Once she's on the ground, it's easier. But if she, like, falls down first, easier to do spinning strikes continuously. We got some arrows. That's nice, at least. Huge fan of the Spawn Chunks podcast. Hey, thank you very much. It's really fun to hear when people know me mostly from the podcast versus the other stuff that I do. What level am I right now? 131, I think? The whole goal for this is to get the Albinauric Bow, so we've had to do pretty significant leveling up so that I can practice with a bow and beat a couple of bosses with a bow. Just to be used to using the bow in late game. There's some weird iframes going on there, lady. I think for you, maybe we attempt a rain of arrows. That even hit? Okay, yeah, no, she's off the cliff now. That at least helps. Grey Wolf is dead. Anytime I have to cancel spinning strikes, there's always an arrow like an inch from my face. Been farming every piece of armor in this game. The set the archers have was the biggest pain. I got the skirt the other day and I was really hoping it was the bow. Because I don't care that much about the fashion side of things, but I like having the skirt. It's kind of fun. But yes, I gather that farming their gear is a bit of a pain. That's why there are strats for it on the wiki that I'm attempting to follow. And this time the wolf just fully jumps off the cliff. Which I'd be fine with if it stayed there. Alright, wolf down. Wolf number 2 down. Potentially. Why have I always done like 500 plus? I guess I'm not two-handing, that's why. I was wondering what was going on there. Interesting that you can change targets like mid-move. That's something I'll need to be aware of. Oh, we got the other piece of armor. Well, that is at least a little bit more costume for us. But yeah, these archers are not the easiest to take down. The other potential farm spot that I'm aware of is over near where you get the map for the area. There's a few of them sitting under the tree there, but I'm not sure what the wolf situation is around there. What's the armor look like? That's pretty cool. You gonna stand still? I'm gonna hit you. Question is, can I take on the one wolf rider? Nope. The answer is no. Yeah, the wolves are just too smart for the spinning strikes. And it's not gonna... It's gonna tank arrows, it's not gonna tank the wolf attacks. You got 7 bows before you got the chest piece? Well, I wish I had your luck. I kind of wish there were, like, more set bonuses for stuff like this. Provides protection from magic and frost, but, like, I wish, like, cosplaying as the archer, like, having all of the stuff, the equipment, including the bow, would give you, like, a damage increase for bows, or let you do the triple shot move that they do. I'm going to go and get my runes, purely for the sake of vanity, I think. And then we're going to switch to the bow. Drop a rain of arrows. Probably also drop a rain of arrows on our friend over here. Which didn't knock her off the cliff this time. So I guess we're going to have to deal with her being over there. Nice. Might as well drink this for the bubble tea. My opaline bubble tea. Oh, we got the hood. We are 3/4 of the way to a cosplay. If only we had the freaking bow. we got some arrows from that one. The wolf isn't going to give me the bow, but it is going to give me satisfaction. Nothing. Wish you could dress up as a soldier in Godric army and they wouldn't attack you. Yeah, I kind of want to take the Metal Gear Solid approach to dressing as a guard. And having the guards not attack you. But then again, this is a combat-focused game, really. It's not like the stealth mechanics have too much advantage. I'm glad they at least kept, like, the Sekiro... do I have the Silver Scarab Talisman? No, I forget where you get that one. But I guess I do have a Silver Pickled Foulfoot that I could use once I'm in a position where I can kill all three of them easily. But yeah, taking out this wolf first is the best strat so far. Get a drink in. Rain of arrows this lady. So she falls off the cliff. It's actually protecting me from the wolf that time, which is nice. Alright. Now let's use that Foulfoot. Because two of them are close to death. See if we get extra items from this. Nope. In fact, they're not even dropping items. I'm about to die when I get shot. She's dropped something. Some more arrows. Some of the sleepy arrows, no less. Used to be an adventurer like you until I took an arrow basically everywhere it's anatomically possible to. Oh, it's in the entrance to this area? Interesting. I can see why they put it here, considering how difficult this set is to farm. Okay, that's just a blood clot this time. Oh, her... I thought that was the other one falling off the cliff. Turns out it was the corpse of the one I killed. Macabre and unfortunate. More arrows. Having that attack to defend you from arrows is pretty good. Like, now I know how to use it properly. I'm quite happy with it, but... You've got to know how to start the attack. And also that you're going to run out of stamina when you use it. All of this is important information. And now this woman is after me. But I've never been able to successfully defeat her, so we will run back. What's up, Malachite? Welcome in. Welcome to the Albinauric gear farming stream. We have almost a full costume at this stage. We just need the bow and the gloves. Although, honestly, I don't care that much about the costume. I'm really in it for the bow. White Wolf got the better of me that time. And the archers are still tearing me to shreds. Having the Naginata for this is good, though. Okay, we'll take you out first. If I can. Okay. Getting room to heal is rough. There we go, finally. Okay, I can't even jump right now, so that's not helping. More blood clots. Oh, headshot, nice. Still no bow. It's an insane halberd. It's not bad. Like, as far as weapons go, I'm looking forward to doing a full playthrough with it. I grabbed it in the... is it Gale Tunnel you get this one, I think? I grabbed it in Gale Tunnel thinking, this feels kind of samurai-esque, and we've got the samurai character going on. I might change up the outfit, by the way. I just like having the full Albinauric look right now while we attempt to farm the bow, which I still do not have. I still only have the one longbow that I've been using from the very beginning. Yep, okay. 88,000 runes. No, I haven't picked up the Silver Scarab Talisman. Because apparently that's at the entrance to the Halig Tree and it involves doing the Everjail, so I'm gonna pass. I know the Everjail isn't that bad even if you can't see the assassin, but the assassin really annoys me. It's at the entrance to the snow area? So like in the tunnel with all of the octopi dropping from the ceiling and stuff? There go the runes. Okay, well maybe we could do that instead of the Cerulean Amber Talisman, because that's clearly not super necessary with this Ash. I was concerned that the Ash of War was going to take a lot of FP, but it's not really that bad. So it's in here right at the beginning. Or I guess if you take the rolled lift, it's there, right? So I need to be here. Oh, I've got to do the invisible path thing. Oh, I hate that. It's so annoying. Not like I have any runes to lose, though, so if I fall off, then I fall off, right? So it's like you fall off and it's like straight ahead of you kind of thing, instead of it being part of that. It's like a catacombs that you got to do down there, right? Yeah, I feel like I've never bothered farming equipment, really, in this game, so I've never had to do this whole section. And straight ahead, you mean it's in there? Is it in that one, or is it this way? Is it, like, over here? Is it this? Right, yeah. Okay, great. Alright, that was not terrible. We'll take it. We'll take it for a little increase. Thanks, chat. Appreciate you. So now, obviously, with our runes not mattering, we can head on back here. Oh, increases it by a pretty significant amount, actually. It does make me heavy, though, so I'll unequip my shield, because I'm not really using it. A surprise stream? Yeah, we've been doing those on Wednesdays sometimes. Does the invisible detecting torch reveal those pathways? I don't think so. I think it's just for the Black Knife Assassins. Because the lore for that item is specifically, like, prevents the Black Knife Assassins from sneaking up and causing another Knight of the Black Knives. And that's why the Tree Sentinels have them. Because they're protecting the capital. Okay, that's arrows, never mind. I just kept, like, frantically rolling there in case that was the bow and somehow I, like, couldn't collect it before they killed me. Okay, this Ash is honestly fantastic. Like, it's pretty good against it. Obviously, they don't move very much, so... kind of the whole thing with Albinaurics, actually. Oh, not you. You're the worst. Okay, she didn't drop anything anyway, so if this wolf kills me, it's fine, but... I would rather not die. I'd rather get on my horse. Thought we got it first try? Man, if only. If only. But yeah, no, really good to know that that talisman is there. I'll definitely be getting that if I need to farm gear from enemies in future for these runs, which I'm sure I will, because there will be no shortage of weapons that are like % chance drops from enemies. Okay, walking sideways like that is actually fairly effective at avoiding their arrows, so... Got some more arrows from that one. Take care of this wolf before it annoys me. Thin beast bones. I mean, this would also definitely help if I was still interested in, like, farming the animals to get the bones. But I suppose at this point I can just buy them from the round table hold, so less of a concern, right? The fact that she's, like, right on the edge of the cliff is so annoying. Some more arrows. Gotta remember to leave myself enough stamina for this attack. More blood clots, more arrows. Okay. Can buy like 700 arrows from the runes these guys drop. Kind of disrespectful if you get 5 arrows from them. I know. It is obviously the case that you get to refill your arrows on the fly if you're getting them as enemy drops, but even so. Went for 2 for 2 on getting a heavy core. You did it by watching the randomizer and timing the key. It doesn't work that way. Like, it is literally just luck that you did that. I'm going to make a YouTube short debunking this idea that you can actually time the vaults like a slot machine. It just does not work that way. Multiple sources have confirmed that the vault does not work that way. How do you get the special keys? You get ominous bottles either from some of the vaults in the trials, or alternatively you can get them from pillager captains now instead of getting the bad omen effect. And if you drink an ominous bottle in a trial chamber, it starts the ominous trial. If you drink an ominous bottle in a village, it will now start a pillager raid. Okay, so doing spinning strikes right after killing that wolf is probably a good idea to avoid getting immediately pelted with arrows. Immediately getting pelted with arrows is an inevitability in this situation, though, so... You made a pillager farm 3 weeks ago. Is that now broken? It's not broken, but it will have a much lower output because it no longer stacks raids. There's actually a cooldown between when raids can start, and you get bad omen from drinking ominous bottles, which you could, in theory, do continuously if you had a supply of them, but farming the pillager outpost itself for ominous bottles is going to be much more rewarding than it used to be, because it used to be that you just get the raid started from a pillager outpost, and then you get all of the bad omen effect from captains that spawned as part of your raid. But yeah, it doesn't really work that way anymore, which is unfortunate for some, but I think it's a good change for like the health of the game. Never have I wished friendly fire was a thing more than this moment. More blood clots from you. My blood's going to clot by the end of this stream, I'm sure. Get off the cliff. Off the cliff. We got the hood again. Boys in the hood. Is that Aaron, I guess, or Aronicus? Either way, welcome in. How you doing? Also, Dan and Mercy, thanks so much for the resubs. I think I said Dan's one, but sorry if I missed Mercy's one. Just watched the new vid, really good. Thank you. Finished editing that one basically first thing this morning. And we will, of course, have another trial chamber video out on Friday, in which we are going to be dismantling most of, if not all, of a trial chamber to talk about how many blocks you get from the structure, because I know a lot of builders were very excited about that being an alternate source of copper compared to mining and aging it all yourself. And you get a lot of the new tough bricks from it as well, so we can talk about the tough brick set, and I don't have a build in mind for that yet, but we'll probably do one at some stage. Do I recommend you playing Elden Ring? I recommend Elden Ring to anybody who is interested in this kind of game, but obviously it's a fairly punishing type of game, being one of the FromSoft Dark Souls kind of formats, so bear in mind that it's a little bit tricky to click with the gameplay at first. It's definitely a great time to get into it, though, because there's DLC coming out. The community has a lot of hype for it. It's going to be a fun time to be into this game. It is the Elden season. Elden Bing is upon us. Elden Bing, that was it. That was it. Alright, enough of your arrows. God, I wish they wouldn't already have an arrow knocked as soon as I finish my move. Then it wouldn't let me shoot them. Not shoot them, but hit them. No, I'm not planning on playing the DLC as soon as it drops. I'm planning on continuing this challenge, and if any of the weapons added in the DLC fall into the order, then we'll probably hit the DLC on a stream, but I will probably end up going into it and playing through it a little bit myself, because there's going to be so many other people streaming the DLC. And I'm about to go away for 2 weeks, so honestly, if anything, I need to be prioritizing Minecraft stuff so that I'm not just going to be completely absent from YouTube during the next 2 weeks. Because I am going to be completely absent from Twitch, unfortunately. That's the way it goes with streams, though. Get off the cliff. No, no. I've lost my groove, I've lost my mojo. Winterheart, thank you for the 3 months. It was clicking for a while, and now I've just, like, clumsily stumbled into all of this. These encounters where I'm not even killing one of them. That's with me extra discovery talisman and everything. We should have much higher chances now. Alright. Okay, that's one of them done. The other one's still on the cliff. Ah! Oh, and the other wolf's going to come up on me now. I don't need you. Alright, now you can just kill me because I'm, yeah, thanks. Never seen any Elden Ring gameplay. It's a fun game. It's a fun game. It's very different to something that I normally play like Minecraft, but... yeah, it's a controller thing. I do my sneaky sneak on the wolf. This part at least gets the wolf out of the way. I'm fairly confident this is the best approach to start this fight. Immediately took 2 arrows to the chest. Okay, wolf down. Just gonna put on my extra protective bubble casing and immediately lose it. Because of course. Stop it. Albinauric Bow! We got it! Yes! Ah! We've done it! Ah! The run can begin! The run can begin! I didn't get the gloves, but never mind. Who cares? I got an extra skirt, I think, or something. Ah! This is the face of serenity. Jessica Albinauric can finally claim the bow that is her birthright. Bow, none. Currently has Mighty Shot. We can change that potentially. Right. So now we have to go back to the round table hold and level this beast up. Game start. Yeah. I also... did I actually have runes when I left them there? I didn't like get killed by one of the people. I'm gonna go and pick those up because I think I had a decent amount of cash. I'm probably gonna get shot in the process of doing this and render all of this effort fundamentally useless. But let's find out, eh? Thanks, ladies. Okay, yeah. No, I have 100,000 runes. That's worth having. Just gonna get somewhere that's relatively safe. Let's take a quick look at this bow, by the way. Ooh, nice bow. Why can I not open the map? Chat, I don't like it when I can't open the map. Oh, wolves. That's probably why. Let me at least get back to the Grace. Oh, here's another thing we could do, I suppose. Although it's annoying as heck with the mausoleum over here. But I think this might actually be a great way of being able to fully upgrade. Okay, so this is going to absolutely ruin my frame rate, so I apologize in advance for that. Yep, thought so. Yes, resummon the horse. Resummon the horse. For goodness sake. I'm being shelled. We're going to ignore this boy. And enjoy the iframes as we reach Apostate Derelict. Because this is Latena's endgame. Like, I'm pretty sure. Summon Latena. There we go. Sister.
O young yet towering sister of ours, let the birthing droplet in and create life. For us. For all the Albinaurics. Thank you. I finally fulfilled my purpose.
Yeah, we're not going to be able to use this for the bow, but never mind.
Our young yet towering sister will give us hope. Now that nothing is left unfinished, I will join you in battle to the bitter end. And when the fighting is done, then you may lay me to rest.
Emotional. Totes emotion. Let's get the heck out of here. Big lady! Yeah, we did it. We found the Albinauric woman. Alright, Hugh. Time for business.
Lay out your arms, then.
Lay out my heckin' arms. Alright, we need smithing stone 3s. Which we can buy. And then we need to go and find some smithing stone 7s and 8s. Which might be in the mountaintops. I think there might be some we can get from the mountaintops. So we need 3s. We've got enough 4s, 5s, and 6s because I bought the right amounts beforehand. I'm actually going to keep the Naginata for the moment. But we'll probably switch back to the katana for melee stuff.
Back already, no matter.
Plus 18, baby! Okay, cool. Alright, we got the bow. Chat. Very exciting time. Now I need to make sure that I've bought enough arrows for various types of arrows. So we'll go and buy some fire arrows from Caelid, some poison arrows also from Caelid. I'm pretty sure the guy in Mogwin Palace sells you the magic arrows. I normally have so many of those from Shifra River. Okay, we have enough of those. Let's finish the regular arrows. Yep. And then let's go to Dragon Barrow Merchant for the poison arrows. Because those are going to be very useful. One of the other things I need to look into, which I'll probably do between streams, is farming spots for the Aeonia butterflies. So that we can get hold of the Rotbone arrows, because Rot is a really useful effect to have on arrows too. And now let's look at Ashes of War. Because we can put Mighty Shot or Rain of Arrows on this. I have Barrage and we can't put Barrage on it. So I think we're applying Rain of Arrows to this. This is the best dex bow in the game, apparently. Look at me. Look at my my drip. If I had like some slightly better gauntlets or something, I feel like this would be better, but obviously we stick with the samurai gauntlets. I kind of like the samurai helmet as well. It doesn't quite fit with the rest of the outfit, but I don't know if that really works either. I kind of like the chest piece of these. The silver mail. I don't know if I like the hood as much. I don't have that many other things. Like, I've got a pumpkin helmet now. This is what we're going with. There we go. That's the stuff right there. Fashion Souls is my favorite game. Mine too, dude. Mine too. Yeah, barrage is only small bows. It's only short bows. Which is really annoying because it would be very useful on this. But then Rain of Arrows is nice, so... Right, I'm going to briefly look up where I can get hold of some Smithing Stone 7s, because my priority, aside from getting through the rest of the challenges in the game, is to level up this bow to its maximum capacity. So we'll start with Smithing 7s, which is... Okay, Spirit Spring north of Church of the Plague. We need to go there anyway for the Sacred Tier. Celia Crystal Tunnel boss. We could do that. And then mountaintops. We need to... Oh, you know what? Consecrated Snowfield has a bear that breaks a statue that's got some Smithing Stone 8s in it as well. And then there's a few in Castle Sol and a few in other places of mountaintops. So I guess we go do Celia Crystal Tunnel. Pumpkin helmet on your character is hilarious, especially when Fia hugs you. Gosh. That's, yeah, an awkward moment. Will you permit me to hold you but briefly? Please take off the helmet. Great champion. I don't think I ever got to the shortcut ladder in here. Yeah, it's still folded. Speaking of folded. Alright, we're doing decent PvE damage now at least, which is nice. This is the annoying guy. The amount of times that guy killed me when I was just in here trying to get my first run of smithing stones. Slightly embarrassing, chat. Slightly embarrassing. I like that Rain of Arrows still works indoors, though. That is nice. But how? I mean... I shot an arrow up through the cave. I don't know what further explanation you want out of me, but I'm not prepared to give it. What am I, a scientist? At least that means Rain of Arrows is going to work pretty well on Fallingstar Beast if I can actually get one to work. Correct. I wonder. Alright, pretty good. Gosh, the threads, though. Alright, now we have that useless talisman, but at least we, I guess, have it for our collection. Love to collect things. Is there any more smithing stones around here? Not that I super need them, but... we'll drink this first. So this guy's going to be immune to status effects, I'm pretty sure, because he's a stone enemy, so... just going to pelt him with arrows. Okay, that one I mistimed the last one, but hey, who cares? Heads up. Oh, bad move, buddy. Bad choice of moves. Rolled into it again. Dude, that absolutely slaps. Got him in midair. I was hoping that'd land. I hoped he didn't have, like, iframes for that. But that's 5 smithing stone 7s, which means I think we can upgrade twice. Pretty good. And then we need 6 more. So that's 3 from Castle Soul and 3 from Consecrated Snowfield, which also gets us 8s. Yeah, that was a pretty good fight. We're, I think, honestly quite comfortable with this bow now. Bodes well for future bow-only playthroughs, doesn't it? So from Ordina, I think we need to head, like, out over here. I forget exactly where this one is. I might have to quickly look it up, so bear with me. Okay, yeah, so it's like here-ish. Basically right there. So we need to bait a bear into breaking that statue for us. And then we get some from Castle Soul and then we're good. Didn't expect to be back here anytime soon. We'll avoid my sisters for now. No. Oh, I don't want it. I don't want it. If I don't look at it, chat, it's not happening. That's how that works, right? Where's the statue then? That's a rune. That's the bear. There's the statue. Okay, right. Well, we know one way to get a bear's attention. Hello. Hello, friend. Come down here, please. Where'd he go? As if the goat's gonna break it for me. Hello, bear. I shoot you in the butt. Oh. I thought he killed me. Instead, he killed only a goat. Not the goat, you understand. Just a goat. Like, get off the bloody rock. You absolute lunatic. There we go. Yeah, just break this. It's easy. There you go, lad. There you go. Alright, enough bear baiting, chat. Enough bear baiting. There we go. Oh, we got 1 smithing stone 8 from that. I thought, for whatever reason, the phrasing of it on the wiki seemed to indicate that it was 3 and 3. But no, that's my mistake. That bear is proportioned strangely. Yeah, some of them are turning into dragons, apparently. I think that's how that's supposed to work. Right, so we got those. Now let's go to Castle Sol, where we get even more mausoleum bells. This one is apparently in a room filled with rats. Bong, chat. Bong. Castle Sol. Access by climbing the ladder behind the church in the southeast. Oh, okay, so I can follow the path along the outer walls. Building has an opening on the roof you can jump to. Okay, cool. I know this one. So we go up here. Being shot at on the way, but we know very much what that feels like by now. Thanks for the armor, bud. So 'tis apparently in this room, along with all the rats. I thought I was going to be cool about it and do a fancy swinging strikes move. Turns out I am not cool. So I'm going to leave again. Alright, now we can upgrade to plus 21. And I only have 1 smithing stone 8 so far, so we'll have to grab a bunch of those, probably from elsewhere on mountaintops, and then Farum Azula.
Well, I took you no matter to lay out your arm.
Yeah, plus 22 is not bad. Not bad for a bow. Okay, so in theory, now we go and fight Fire Giant. Don't know if I want to, but in theory. We also don't, we have a lot of rot arrows. Do you have poison arrows? Obviously fire arrows are going to be useless. We don't have Alexander helping either. But Fire Giant is such a big target, I get the sense that if we have a chance to do a bunch of Rain of Arrows, we might be okay. I just need to maybe allocate my flasks so we have a few more FP flasks. We might reassess that once we get there. No, Alexander won't be there because I didn't fight Radahn. You have to complete Alexander's questline and talk to him at Mount Gelmir before he shows up here, so I'm fairly certain he doesn't go to Mount Gelmir unless you fight Radahn. I've done everything else that we need to, so, like, if Fire Giant is basically impossible without him, we could just go and do the Radahn fight. I've just kind of been working on the assumption that I won't do that. Here's the other Grace. I believe down here in the frozen river, there is also another statue that a golem can break, and you can get more smithing stone 7s out of that. I think I've got that one before. But mostly because I haven't gone to the snowfield. Alright, once again, let's repeat after me. I will not fight this dragon. What's up, Mr. Dangly Legs? Hope you're doing well. Thanks for stopping in. I have not tried fighting any of the dragons with the bow. I would not even know where to begin. Except for just shooting them in the face, I suppose. But honestly, I'm not certain I have the confidence to do that. I just remembered where the other sacred tier is. I always forget about this church for some reason. Jellyfish Church. The first Church of Marika. So we've got that now. We have Church of Repose. And I think that's it. Like, I'm pretty sure we've got the ones from Altus. We haven't done Church of the Plague in Caelid. I think there's one other that we still need to do that I made a note of earlier. Here's Vike's Jail. I need to watch a lore explainer at some point about why there are 2 Vikes. I imagine one of them is an invader or something like that. I guess, like, you get invaded by Vike at the Frenzied Flame Church, right? So that's supposed to be part of it. It's like he's invading from another world. Nope. I always thought it was viked in 2 distinct periods of time. Seen a video about Vike recently. He's such a cool character. I wish there was more about him in game. Yeah. The problem is he'd be the protagonist of the story. I feel like if you knew more about him. Or he'd be a really significant antagonist. We have 60 dex right now. We could go to 80. We could also go to 60 vigor, which might help a little. Although, honestly, I think the point is to just stay at range and not take as much damage. I'll be honest, I so rarely take the time to explore this area. I'm honestly not sure what we could be getting from here in terms of, like, smithing stones, and there'd be other opportunities. We are going to have to fight Okina. Ollie the Orion sound is now playing Elden Ring. Oh, I hate these birds. I'm about to be invaded and this bird is coming at me. Can I get the invader PvP'd by the bird? I guess at this point it doesn't matter as much. Nice. Get them headshots. Does he have the Wakizashi in the other hand? Is he like a Rivers and Wakizashi guy? Or is it just a regular katana? I can't really tell. Good game. Invade world, immediately get eaten by large bird. I mean, I think there are videos where people like bait invaders into getting killed by whatever like stuff is around, which is quite funny. My favorite one though, there's a guy on the Elden Ring Reddit who posted videos for a while. Which was baiting people into traps with the jar cannon. And then, I think he dressed as Patches. So he does, like, the squat afterwards. It's very funny. I'm just going to get rid of my runes now. Oh, you know what? It occurred to me that I intended to do this, but it's going to be a pain because I never did Rennala. I have all of this arcane stat that I'm not using because I loaded it up for discovery. So I feel like we can pull all of those points out of arcane and put them into vigor and dex now. Maybe we should go back and do Raya Lucaria. Do I have the key? Because yeah, I was pretty sure I got the key. So we could absolutely go back and do Raya Lucaria. I think we do that. Weird though it is, because we're at the mountaintops and Fire Giant is here. Like, I feel like we need to respec. Do I have a Larval tier even? Like, I don't know if I have... I don't think I have a Larval tier. Well, there's a couple of places we can get them pretty easily. But, like... you can buy them from the merchant in Shifra River, for one thing. But yeah, let's go in and do Raya Lucaria as, like, a ridiculously OP bow user. That's going to be great. Before I do this, I'm going to go and run and get another glass of water. But we should be able to run this dungeon pretty easy. I don't know how we're going to fight Moongrum. I feel like he's just going to parry all my arrows or something. But also, I'm pretty high level and my weapon is pretty high level, so... I also have the Naginata if things go terribly wrong. We don't need that because we already got the key. Alright. Oh, with the stars in the background and everything. I always love the view of 4 belfries. It's such a cool vista if you come up here. Also, 3 golden seeds. I need 5. There is 1 over here. I'm sure we'll pick up another one somewhere along the way. And I think we have... one more flask upgrade left. Leonia is so pretty on a clear day. In fact, you can see Lanedale all the way up there as well. It's just awesome. The night sky. Yes, this is Rani's doing. She heard I was coming to Ray Lucaria. She was like, leave my mother alone. Also, I'm pretty certain, doesn't the merchant down here have, like, arrows? I bet this guy sells the dwelling arrows, if anything. But there is a merchant down here. Oh. I was gonna slash at them with the Naginata, and then I realized I was not wielding the Naginata. There we go. That's what we wanted to do. Wolf stab. Merch.
Well, there's been a how can I help here?
He has St. Trina's arrows. That's what it is. Let's buy some of those. We obviously have a bunch already from the Albinaurics, but... hey, at least we have that now. At least we know the guy is there. What are the rules for when I'm allowed to use a different weapon? So these are not meant to be, like, weapon-exclusive, no other weapons playthroughs. I'm really just trying to feel out some other play styles for the game. Ideally, the rules are that the weapon is the only one I get to fully upgrade. So anytime I'm using multiple weapons... the Albinauric Bow is the only one that can be a plus 25 weapon. I can upgrade the other ones up to plus 24, but that's the one that you use, like, the final smithing stone on. The build has to focus around that weapon, and ideally I have to beat the final boss of the game with the weapon. Summons are allowed because there are some playstyles in this game which are genuinely going to be a problem for me. Or so I thought in the case of the bow playthrough. But it turns out that bows are actually alright once you know how to use them, and if you treat your playstyle very differently to the average super strong melee strength build, big hammer, gonna bonk everything kind of playstyle. So I'm honestly having quite a good time with this character. The only problem was that it was so much setup in the beginning. Because of having to get to the consecrated snowfield before I could even acquire this weapon. But now I have it. It feels pretty good. We got robes. Love a robe. Would I be interested in trying any of the original Dark Souls games? Yes, I have them all wishlisted on Steam. I've played a bit of Sekiro and didn't really click with it. But Sekiro is the most different out of all of them. I think, honestly, though, that having played Elden Ring, I would be kind of spoiled. Because from what I gather, the Dark Souls games don't have, like, a dedicated jump button. The jumps are supposed to just kind of, like, happen if you're in a certain setup. Like, there's a ledge that you can jump to or whatever. There's, like, a few different goofy mechanics that I feel like Elden Ring would kind of spoil me for. would spoil for me, or whichever way around I would say that for it to make reasonable sense. Let's run. Pick up the magic grease for some reason. Jump around this guy. Make our way to the silly water wheel. Super Mario-ass castle. Nice. I also like the fact that these just look like giant books from the side. They're all like, oh yes, a place of learning, where learning drives us. Kind of literally in this case. Don't read too much into it. So we got to fight Red Wolf of Radagon, which is not terrible. 4 golden seeds, okay. So now we have 8 and 4, which is 12. What's the maximum with flasks? I thought it was 12. Try Demon Souls. Demon Souls is PS5 exclusive now, right? That's my main problem, is that I don't really have the means to play either Demon Souls or Bloodborne. I mean, I have a PS4 for Bloodborne, but I also couldn't play them like on stream, and I prefer to do most of my gaming on PC because the PS4 is in the living room space and it's more of like a media center. Oblivious Scholars. Amazing how much easier this section is if you have a bow. Just have a bow. This guy isn't even getting up. Wild. I might honestly use bows as a support weapon a lot more. Obviously, at this point in the game, the bow is not going to be like super high level or anything like this one is. I'm not going to be level 131 typically when I come to Rey Lucaria, but like, it's so nice just being able to snipe these bozos. Metal Gear Solid this. Thought you were just shooting at a random pot. I mean, if the pot takes damage, it's an enemy. That's the rule. Ridiculous damage on this guy. You serious? Good fight. Bozos with a W, yeah. Oh, amazing. Right. Jumps are a bit wacky in Dark Souls there, not only needed for exploring some small hidden secrets. Yeah, but I love the hidden secrets, though. These games are all about the hidden secrets. There is one golden seed in this courtyard we could always grab, I suppose. Taking pot shots. I literally just got that. Man's dense. Oh yeah, that item in there is specifically designed to slow you down so you don't reach the top of the staircase as well. They're so devious. So devious and tricksy. Hey Moongrum, look up. All right. Carry and parry. This man knows his stuff. He doesn't have any health flasks left, though. Which I do. Good fight. One of these days I am just going to drop him down the elevator, but not today. Let's see how Rennala works with a bow. I think the main problem here is going to be targeting the little ponios. I said I was going to go and get a glass of water, but, you know, we can kind of speedrun this. God, the library is such a cool place, though. We've seen the cutscene before, so I'm going to skip this. Shut up. Yeah, this is the problem, is targeting. Okay, that wasn't bad. Now for Mother. Okay, interesting. I think I maybe goofed on the targeting the second one, but... Where's the next one? Where's the next one? That's 2. Last one's over here behind the bookshelf. Alright. I didn't realize those attacks. She does actually break the bookshelves. And I can't shoot at her like this. No, I can't. Okay. That would be silly. Why she got a big glowing orb? If that lets arrows through, you know? Alright, you. Nice. Okay, 3 cycles not bad. We'll see how this part of the fight goes. Now, of course, she has to stay in one place. Oh, but she gets interrupted a lot. That's actually quite nice. She's doing jump shots too, chat. Of course, the moon. Comet Azula doesn't even hit me. Why is Bloodhound Knight not gone yet? How many spirit ashes is it letting you have, lady? Give me a moment. Okay, she's dead. Nice. Andy, what's up? Thank you for the raid. Welcome in. Playing something a little different to my usual Minecraft these days. Obviously, been loving 1.21, but we are playing some Elden Ring on these casual off-day bonus streams, just because DLC hype for this game is real. Hope you had a great stream. What were you up to today? What's the latest project? Or were you streaming something different today as well? Like some of these skills to beat the queues in Aldi? Nice. Okay, cool. So now we've unlocked this. We can respec, but we don't have a larval tier. So let's go to possibly the easiest place for us to get one. Is going and buying one the easiest place? Probably. Oh, Anonymous 5 gifted. Thank you so much. Anonymous, really appreciate that. Working on a castle? Nice. A lot of great castle inspiration in this game, let me tell you. I based my entire Season 2 of Empire's SMP on the architecture in this game, and I could have, you know, continued building if I'd really stuck with the building. And of course we had a deadline to meet in terms of when the series was going to end. But yeah, this game has absolutely amazing environments. If you ever just find some like concept art or screenshots from it, like it's worth studying. They're some of the best environment designers in the business. Honestly, even just the way they compose like framing elements of the environment. Every frame a painting. Like if you look around, there's some really, really cool stuff in this game. They must employ some epic artists. Believe it, yeah. Like even the Dark Souls games were really cool for like castle inspiration. I know there's some people who've been recreating the town from Bloodborne in Minecraft for a while, but have been doing it with like custom texture packs and stuff. But it's wild looking.
Oh, a customer.
That's what we want. Just one of those. This also, there's a couple of recipes there, and he does sell dwelling arrows, but he doesn't have many of them. So let's top up our regular arrows. We can buy all 30 of those. And I still have enough to level up some. Alright, let's head back to Rennala, and let's dump all of these arcane points. One Mini Ginger, welcome in. Day 4 is going very well. We have acquired the bow at last, thanks to a couple of hints from chat, actually, about using some talismans to boost item discovery. We were able to get it within a few attempts. We added a really cool skill to this weapon that was helping us deflect some arrows. It took a while to get used to, but we got there. We got the weapon. We got half of the armor set as well, and now we are in the process of respecking the character just so we have a few less points in arcane, which I only really put in there so that we could improve our chances at getting the bow in the first place. And now we have basically 20 levels that we could put into both Vigor for some extra HP and possibly Dexterity, because that's what scales the attack power of our weapons. I think 69 Dexterity sounds like a good call. The alternative is putting it into Strength, which doesn't scale the bow as much. Like 355 versus 352. But it does give us some extra physical defense, which is 150 versus 143. Then again, we get extra fire from the Vigor, I think. Like, Vigor is the thing that determines, yeah, fire resistance. And we are about to go and fight the Fire Giant. So I think any additional points can go into Dex and Strength. 50 Vigor is pretty good, especially when we are not getting hit as much because we're a ranged build. But I'm going to need some Vigor when we go into, like, Godfrey and Horaloo. Okay, now I really am going to go and get a glass of water because the next fight is going to be Fire Giant, so I will need some refreshments for this. Stick with it though, because we are going to fight Fire Giant. Hopefully the fight goes well, and then we'll wrap up the stream probably shortly after that. Oh, we can put an extra point into Dexterity. Let's do that. Let's. sorry about the meme, but let's do it that way. And yeah, I will be resting at this grace so that nothing attacks me in the meantime, and I'll be back in a few. See you in a bit. I'll leave it on this one. Just so people don't think I'm ending the stream. Alright, friends, I'm back. I'm back. And so is Jessica Albinauric. Let's do this. Fire Giants. Really curious to see how Rain of Arrows holds up here. Because Fire Giant is very tanky, has a lot of health. We don't really have great arrows as far as, like... Honestly, dealing that amount of magic damage might be quite good if we can swing it. I don't know how resistant Fire Giant is to magic, but that's a lot of damage for an arrow to do. I know these arrows absolutely wreck me, so we'll give it a try. We also get the advantage, if we're not summoning Alexander, we get to use torrents, so... we are a little more maneuverable in this instance. Not that that helped me there. Okay, yeah, that's dealing decent damage. Because the arrows can't really miss. But obviously at a certain point we have to stop firing those and start actually playing. Doing 420 damage per hit, though. Not bad. And the cool thing about this is we can target his weak spots from basically anywhere. Oh, okay, he rolled over me. Nice. So taking off that, that like leg splint that he's wearing opens him up to more damage, I think. So that's a note for this fight if we have to redo it. I could honestly do with more FP, I think, for this one. Also, I'm pretty sure there are some cold arrows I can get somehow that I just haven't. Honestly, this is the first time I've really been able to look at Fire Giant when I've been fighting him, because the rest of the time as a melee build, you're just looking at his feet. I guess he just has the 2 ranged attacks, though, so he's kind of spamming those. Now he's poisoned, so he is taking damage over time. But I am taking a lot more damage than he is, I think. Yeah, it's just dodging that now. Yeah, at least I managed to dodge the wall of snow. Okay, I think we got that because of poison. This is going to be a really interesting time to do some Rain of Arrows as well, because he, like, bends over like this. So a lot of those are definitely going to hit. Problem is now I'm out of FP and heals and basically everything that's going to be of benefit to me in this fight. All I've got left is the range on these arrows. He doesn't have the shield anymore. Oh, I've rolled through the fire. That's a mistake. Yep, I knew that was coming. Should have used my Physic Flask, but that was just going to get me, like, immunity for one hit. Yeah, we could use Torrent a little bit more to get around, but I like being able to roll, dodge, and position myself for certain shots. I think the main problem here is now I need to find some sort of substitute for the Dwelling Arrows, which just don't do as much damage, I guess. We can probably just switch to regular arrows for now. I might be able to get away with one more FP flask as well, but I think maybe we should target the leg while we still can. Try and do a few more up-close shots instead of relying just on Rain of Arrows. We'll see. Use fire arrows. Thank you for the Kappa. Appreciate that. We can't even target him yet. There we go. Right, wait for him to do this. Oh, I thought we could dodge that with Torrent. Can we not? Ow. Okay, I need to stop taking unnecessary damage where I possibly can. Especially since I deal more damage when I'm at full health. Need to be better at dodging those fireballs, really. Okay, cool. I got the timing down for that if it's at a certain range. Not if it's not. That'll make sure he's poisoned at least. Yeah, welcome to this fight being like super long. all bow fights are basically endurance tests. Okay, didn't even escape that when I was rolling that time, so bearing that in mind. I was definitely getting hit by that. I was mid-flask. Seriously got to roll so late for that. It just feels really unnatural. We're about to hit phase 2 purely because he's been taking poison damage for some of this. There we go. So now we can try and deal a little more. Now he's got 2 balls chasing me down. I have 1 last heal, and then I'm going to drink my physic just because that's going to give me a little bit of extra protection against whatever's coming next, which is inevitably another one of those. Okay, well, at this point he's just going to spam that because it's doing well against me. Yeah. Okay. Let's give that one more try, and I think we've got it. Because I think... honestly, with, like, 1 more heal flask, and maybe Wondrous Physic being a heal as well... we don't really need that many mana flasks. And I think my runes from this fight are probably going to end up going into FP anyway. Yeah, I don't have great access to bleed arrows, I don't think. Oh wait, maybe I do. I'll make these because they are, they're slightly, further flying, so we can still fight at long range. Can you hide behind the trees? Some of them, yes. Others, no. Like, they all have collision, but some of them just, like, fall down, and then the second fireball's gonna hit me. Honestly, I think I'd do better if I did more of this fight on the horse, but then I'm less good at dodging when I'm on the horse. Ow. Obviously, when I say stuff like that, I have to make sure I'm good at dodging the rest of the time as well. Especially if he's going to roll directly over me. Oh, you can jump that pretty easily as well. That hadn't occurred to me. Okay. Just didn't have enough damage and didn't roll that for some reason. Too much of this guy's face? Yeah, a little bit. A little bit. Didn't forget to dodge, just mistimed the dodge. This giant glintstone scarab thing up there. Like, what are you? What do you do? What's your deal? Taking full damage is your deal. Oh, Somber 8. Nice. Don't really need it, but hey. One of my initial ideas for this was actually keeping all of the points I put into Arcane and using the Rivers of Blood katana once I got to this point, but I don't really feel like using Rivers now. Obviously, I don't have the option now. We've dropped all the Arcane points, but... I think we'll save the bleed arrows for phase 2, because I have a limited supply of them. I don't need to do as many jump shots when he's like right there. Super Fast Fag, thanks so much for gifting a sub. Ow. Okay, now I'm just getting sloppy. He's not really letting me get away with much either. Yep. Yep, okay. That just wasn't going my way first of all, but we can do this. Back from getting the kids to bed and you're fighting a guy with a stomach face? Yes. That I am. I think we need to lay on poison damage first. Totally doable. Yeah, I mean, we got down to pretty close in the first round, but then, as usual, it's like you do 5%, you do 95%, and then you kind of struggle in the middle for a while until the actual attempt happens. What's up, Remy? Welcome in. Welcome to the Fire Giant fights. He's going to shovel some snow at me. Oh, maybe not. See, now he does. That one I wasn't able to recover from the animation fast enough. I was kind of hoping that he'd get his leg splint taken out sooner. Okay. I've once again proven to myself that I can survive those two attacks. I think my problem is I'm going uphill for so long that I hit the edge of the arena, and then I sort of panic and don't know what to do after that. Okay, I found also a good, like, control scheme thing for avoiding that attack where I possibly can. That time around it was a little difficult because I was rolling downhill. Yeah, there we go. That one was a bit rough. Oh, okay. Okay, not doing too badly, I guess. When he's not rolling directly over me, anyway. Yeah, with that one I have to start sprinting when he starts doing the attack. And then usually I can figure out the roll timing a lot easier because I'm already moving away from it. Okay, now we need to step away from this one because it's very close range. Alright. Not my favorite, but we'll do. Okay. And it's not working when there's two of them. Come on, get some bleed. Yes! Oh, the bleed proc at the right time. Whew. That went well. That went pretty well. We'll get the useless pile of twigs over here that was my runes. And I'm pretty sure there's a grace up here. Yeah, there we go. And we're off to Farum, Azula. Just missed it. Hey, no worries. I'm going to put some more points into FP because I want to do that Rain of Arrows move a lot more. We're also, of course, going to crush these two remembrances because we have no use for either of them. And I might just about be able to level up off the back of that if I crush another couple of those. Which means we can put one more point into mind. Yeah, having a little extra vigor for that was probably necessary. And once we reach Farum Azula and we find a grace, we are going to save there, and I'm going to wrap up for tonight. We'll probably return to Elden Ring tomorrow on stream. And I don't know if we'll be playing anything DLC related. I presume not. Since with this character I haven't even beaten Moog. And I don't know if the DLC will be out by that point. But either way, I'm very happy we've got this far. In terms of lore, why do you need to burn the Erd Tree? Because the Erd Tree is not letting anybody inside, and only by going inside can you claim the Elden Ring for yourself and restore the order that has been stripped from the land by the Elden Ring being broken.
I have longed this world and death. Are you prepared to commit? Very well.
We're ready to commit,
Let my hand.
Melna. We are finally making it official. Radagon is jailing himself inside the Erd Tree. Yeah, I mean, Radagon has basically taken Marika hostage, almost. Because Marika broke the Elden Ring. And the usual thing happens here. If I decided how I'll handle new DLC weapons, I will figure out where they are and I will go and get them. That is about as far as I've thought through it. Eventually they will show up in the A to Z list, because they can be arranged in alphabetical order. At which point, we're going to start using them. But I'll probably do a personal DLC playthrough at some stage with one of the characters who I've really liked from previous playthroughs. And, yeah, I don't know if I will stream that, because I'm not sure exactly when it will happen. It'll probably be kind of fragmented, because I'm still using bleed arrows. That's a mistake. Listen, Circus Act. Don't make me get the Naginata out. I think that's probably going to help me better than the bow is here, but we'll see. Yeah, but like eventually I am going to have to... I'm going to have to include the DLC weapons in some form of playthrough. I don't think any of the second rain of arrows even hit that guy over there. Bring it on, buddy. Okay, that works. It's a little bit random where they land, I think. When they're getting up onto the wall here, it's a little easier to bottleneck them. There we go. We've cleared the room. Again, it's all about patience. This has been my longest playthrough so far. We're on 13 hours. Actually, I think maybe the first one, I think Aaron G. Stone went to 20, but that was because I was kind of dawdling around with various other quests. I did half of Rani's quest without really needing to. We were going for all the glintstone sorceries. You know, I had a mixed list of priorities. We're not going to survive this. Dang it. Well, I guess we're probably just going to run through them the second time. We like DLC weapons to be purchasable in the base world, at least some of them. I mean, if you've bought the DLC, so you can, like, have access to them, sure. Like, I don't see the point of them adding new weapons to the base game if, like, a lot of the time weapons is part of the point of this. But then, like, have them available in the base world instead of you having to go to the DLC area to get them, that I could completely understand. If there are some that can be acquired in the base world simply because you've installed the DLC, then that makes sense to me. A pick stream that you missed a notification for? No worries, Maybonix. We are just about to wrap up anyway. I'm avoiding some beastmen. Yes, I'm running away and there will be a dragon shortly.
Oh, is that the dragon?
Is what the dragon?
Oh no, that's a tornado?
That's a tornado.
Casually. Oh, there's many dragons.
There are many dragons. We are mostly worried about this one in particular.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're going to do the usual thing of just running away from this. Did I get the bow I needed? Yes, I have it currently on my person. But right now I'm more worried about my survival than I am shooting arrows at things. But yeah, we spent the first, what, like hour of the stream getting prepped and finding the bow, but then we were able to get a little bit more progress made. And yeah, I think this is going to be a good place to wrap up for today. Yeah, no, I mean, it's 9, so I want to make dinner. I'm going to put some burgers in the oven or something. Because it's been a warm day and it feels like a burger kind of day to me. Don't know what kind of day it feels like to you. But we'll see. Either way, we'll discuss it off stream. Yeah. Either way, we're going to end the stream there. I'll find somebody else who's streaming some fun stuff on Twitch and we'll go raid them. And then from there, I will see you folks tomorrow, probably. Gonna finish up the video? Nice. Yeah, I'm gonna go and work on another one of those tomorrow. Let's see. Let's go raid Cody Acrylic, who is working on his Minecraft worlds. Oh wait, no, maybe he's wrapping up. It looks like he's on his end screen and he's been live for 3 hours. So, in that case, let's go raid Zombie Cleo, who's just on Hermitcraft, doing the usual stuff. Oh wait, you said is Hypno live? He's not showing up for me. No, Hypno isn't live according to me, according to my my Twitch interface. Anyway, we're gonna raid Zombie Cleo. Go say hi to them. Looks like Tango, Scar, and Cub are all just hanging out. There may be a Popo interaction happening. I can't really tell. Scar is just dressed for it. Either way, I will be back tomorrow with more Minecraft and more Elden Ring for you folks. Have yourselves a great rest of your day. And yeah, Thursday stream, will be happening at the usual time. Until then, take care, have a good one. Bye for now.